This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For BA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Rumstree. Let's get this thing underway. The Ducks will kick this away to start us off. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Buckeyes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Here, the fullback gets the carry. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Short connection to the tight end here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
What a move, and he's free. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a real nice gain there.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game, but when teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence, and you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Makes the ground. It's Webb. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Wants to throw it. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
Well, that was a bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. The mechanics were a bit shaky.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab behind the line, it's Webb.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a fourth down.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
But what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he was able to do.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
They look to throw it here on second down. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
to make a difference today. To throw, it's Brown. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together. First down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught by the receiver. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And the Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Big throw caught on the left side. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He made it. 3 points on the board. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the back now goes in motion. They'll try and run it with the fullback. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Toss play to the outside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Hoping to improve in the last drive. They got stopped on 4th down, and it ended up costing them a field goal. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Tackle, but first down.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So the misfire in 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 32. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's found some room with the 45. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball at 35.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the 2nd quarter. Looking to throw it on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. Looks left and finds his target there. He's brought down after 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Ohio State. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long...
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaks free. A quick juke. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They keep the drive going until 1st down to the 46.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get 1st downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
On the run, it's Rodgers. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass this time. And here comes a deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Receiver in motion now. First down, looking to throw the football. The receiver makes the catch. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. On the toss play, runner moving left. Hits the first and still running. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be speared out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Ball handed off. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
One thing about the college game is everybody likes to run a version of the spread. But there's still an opportunity every once in a while for the old fullback to get in there and show you what he can do. He reminds you on that play right there.
They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And looking to throw now on first down. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Well, when you go against man-to-man coverage, you need some help from the quarterback. It's easy to look at the quarterback and say, why didn't you make this throw? But his intended target needs to get some separation against that man coverage to be able to open up the opportunity.
He lets it go on the move. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab!
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Webb. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Pressure is coming. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Looking to pass here on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a third and long. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver. Incompletion makes it second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Webb. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Clutch conversion on 3rd there. Sets him up first down from the 31. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Rodgers. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. The Buckeyes will have first and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! They are pouring it on now.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. The big fullback's got it here. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. Second down after that run on the previous play. He's looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Both out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
The pass rush closing in. Took one last shot with no time on the clock, though. This game is over. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.